Okay, hi guys, welcome to today's video. If you're not sure, I already did a previous video on DataQuest that you can find somewhere in the links below. But today I'm going to go through both DataQuest as well as DataCamp, compare them against each other and tell you which is my favorite out of the two. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the analysis. Okay, so first I'll be talking about DataQuest, and as mentioned earlier, I already made a previous video about DataQuest. And what I really like about DataQuest is that DataQuest has a really nice mix of beginner-friendly to challenging assignments. So here you can see this is just one of the assignments that I'm doing. So as you can see, even though DataQuest gives you step-by-step instructions on how to solve the problem, you still have to kind of interpret the code yourself in order to get to the final solution. And this is basically the type of standard that you'll be expecting to be at after about a month or so doing DataQuest. I was doing it on and off. For the first month, I was really going hard at it, but for the second month, I also kind of jumped in between DataQuest and DataCamp, which I'll be talking about later, but the skills kind of complement each other. And the next thing which I'm showing right now is another integral feature of DataQuest, which is the projects. So there are projects as well as assignments. While assignments tend to be a bit simpler, although sometimes they can be a little bit challenging, projects are another whole new level. So projects typically revolve around a problem statement and usually take on the role of a data analyst or a data scientist, depending on which path you have chosen, and then you'll be tasked to solve the problem. It's a very useful part of DataQuest, but it's something that I don't necessarily enjoy because sometimes it can be really tough and I get stuck for long periods of time. But yeah, so here you have me trying to solve the code one by one, following through the steps rigorously. This is something that I felt that I didn't highlight that much in my previous DataQuest video. So I really wanted to show you what the full walkthrough process of a DataQuest project looks like, so you really get to have a sense of the whole rigor. And now you can see, even as I reach the last step of the project, which officially means I've so-called finished the project, DataQuest doesn't actually ask you to pat your back and just walk off. DataQuest actually will encourage you to do more of your own exploring with the project, and thus most of the projects are open-ended for interpretation. Here you can see that I'm going to the forum where discussions are held, and you can look at other people's codes, look at how other people have chosen to dive deeper into the project statement. And now next up, we'll be talking about our contender for the day, which is DataCamp. Okay, so the reason why I'm bringing up DataCamp is because, at least in my community, DataCamp is arguably one of the most popular data science learning platforms, and it is so commonly compared to DataQuest, so I have to address it at least once. And right off the bat, one of my favorite things about DataCamp that immediately comes to mind is the large range of content that DataCamp offers. Here, I'm at a page where you can basically look at the DataCamp course roadmap to find out what are the courses that are coming soon, what's in the backlog, and you get to prioritize what kind of courses you want to see next on DataCamp by voting for them. And I think that DataCamp long-term users will surely appreciate that type of voting power. And as you can see here, DataCamp offers more than just Python and R training. You can learn about SQL, you can learn about Power BI, learn about Tableau, and that's just what you see on my screen because I'm holding on to a free account now. I believe on the premium account, you can see a lot more courses than just this. But as you can see, even for the free account, there's tons of training to keep you occupied before you decide to make the leap towards a subscription. And now I'm gonna click on this new course, I'm gonna apply for it just to bring you to my next point, which is the video. I think this is a very powerful component of DataCamp that's not offered by DataQuest. Basically, the videos will feature instructors who will explain the concepts, and this is definitely a plus point for my auditory learners, and this is something that you won't be able to find in DataCamp. And after every video, typically you'll go straight into an assignment as shown here. So you can see that I'm actually downloading a file now. This is also a unique feature in DataCamp that's not found in DataQuest. Basically, DataCamp will allow you to download their learning materials offline for recap. And I find this to be particularly useful because you are able to learn on the go. I don't have a data connection with me always, so sometimes when I'm learning offline, it can be really nice to have offline learning materials which I can view on my mobile device so that I can recap certain concepts without having to watch through the video once more. Okay, so after spitting the fact, What's my verdict? I feel that which is better for you depends on what type of learner you are. Personally, both platforms offer many real-life examples, which is something I really enjoy, but I know you guys won't take that for an answer after watching throughout this whole video. So if I had to pick one over the other, it obviously depends largely on what you want to learn. If what you intend to learn is about a certain niche, then it is more likely that DataCamp is going to be the one that's going to be meeting your requirements with their larger array of courses that they are offering. But when it comes to the depth of courses, that is where I feel DataQuest really shines. This is because DataQuest really stretches your thinking more with their assignments, whereas for DataCamp, the assignments are generally simpler. The case in point here is that for DataCamp, the assignments are done right after the video lessons, so suffice to say, my rusty coding skills would be able to pass through 70% of the content, even if I skipped parts of the video with pure regurgitation and just being a bit savvy with the code touch-ups to meet the context of the problem statement. Also, to a more trivial extent, the autocomplete feature for coding seems to be a bit more responsive and quicker on DataQuest compared to DataCamp, and that really saves me a lot of time when I'm trying to type out large chunks of code. Thankfully, this doesn't happen very often. As you can see, both platforms have put in reasonable effort to reduce the amount of repetitive coding whenever possible, especially between assignments that utilize the same information. So this could be in the form of preloading some libraries or instantiating some variables for you ahead of time. But having said all this, it doesn't mean that one platform is better than the other. I'm just stating my preference. And this could also be in part due to the fact that I spent more time on DataQuest compared to DataCamp. So if DataCamp is watching this and think that they can change my mind, they are always free to extend a free trial to me so that I can explore more of their useful features and I might come up with a new review for DataCamp. In summary, in my personal opinion, if I was taking data science as a hobby, assuming we started all over again, I would go for DataCamp. However, if I'm considering data science as a possible career skill for a possible future career, then I would go for DataQuest. A large part of data science is about doing your own research, going into Stack Overflow and finding answers to all your FAQs, going into Python documentation and reading it, updating yourself with up-to-date advances in the field of data science, whichever your interest may be, and I feel that DataQuest kind of prepares you better for that aspect. If you stayed up until this point of the video, thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything else data science related that you want me to cover next, or some other types of video that you'd like to see. I really love hearing from you guys. I mean, I made this video actually as a response to the YouTube traffic that I was getting. So thank you very much once again, and see you again next time.